At the heart of Hollywood's golden age stood one man, a producer whose name was synonymous with Oscars, blockbusters, and red carpets. His power seemed limitless. That man was Harvey Weinstein, the mogul behind Miramax and the Weinstein Company. For decades, he shaped careers and controlled destinies. But behind the glitter of Hollywood, whispers grew louder. Whispers of a predator hiding in plain sight. Born in Queens, New York, Harvey and his brother Bob founded Miramax in the late 1970s. They revolutionized independent film, producing hits like Pulp Fiction, Shakespeare in Love, and Good Will Hunting. By the 1990s, Harvey wasn't just a producer. He was a kingmaker. An Oscar campaign run by Weinstein was almost a guaranteed victory. But with power came fear. Stories emerged of Weinstein's temper, his bullying, and most chillingly, his behavior toward women. Actresses described hotel room meetings that turned into traps. Assistants spoke of being ordered to procure women. The pattern was disturbingly consistent. For decades, settlements and non-disclosure agreements buried the truth. Victims were silenced, careers threatened, reputations destroyed. Harvey's influence extended to the media. Tabloids looked the other way. Reporters investigating him suddenly lost stories. Hollywood insiders kept quiet or were too afraid to speak. But in 2017, the silence shattered. The New York Times and the New Yorker published bombshell investigations. Dozens of women stepped forward. Names like Ashley Judd, Gwyneth Paltrow, Angelina Jolie. Some of the biggest stars in Hollywood revealed they too had been targeted. The accusations were horrifying. Harassment, coercion, even rape. The stories painted a picture of systemic abuse, enabled by fear and silence. The revelations sparked a global reckoning. The #MeToo movement, founded by activist Tarana Burke years earlier, exploded into the mainstream. For the first time, thousands of women in Hollywood and beyond shared their stories. The culture of silence was breaking. Harvey Weinstein, once untouchable, became the face of abuse in the entertainment industry. His empire crumbled overnight. Hollywood severed ties. His company collapsed. The Academy expelled him. Friends and allies distanced themselves. In 2018, Weinstein was arrested in New York. The charges: rape, sexual assault, and predatory behavior. The trial became a global spectacle. Survivors testified, recounting harrowing encounters. Defense lawyers tried to discredit them, but the evidence was overwhelming. In 2020, Harvey Weinstein was convicted, sentenced to 23 years in prison, a dramatic fall for a man who once held Hollywood in his grip. But even from behind bars, questions remain. How did Weinstein get away with it for so long? Who enabled him? Who protected him? The scandal exposed a system where power silenced victims, where money bought silence, and where fame shielded predators. Yet it also ignited change. The #MeToo movement reshaped workplaces, forcing industries to confront harassment and abuse. For Hollywood, Weinstein's downfall was more than the fall of one man. It was a mirror held up to an entire system. A system built on exploitation, secrecy, and unchecked power. One that thrived until the voices of survivors could no longer be ignored. Harvey Weinstein will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars, but his legacy is not just the films he produced. It's the reckoning he unleashed. A reckoning that continues to this day. A reminder that power without accountability breeds monsters, and that silence is never protection.